My dear children, today let us study about the poem Upagupta by Rabindranath Tagore. Yes. I think you have learned in 8th standard the first lesson a day in the ashram. You have learned about the Shivamurthappa University at Shantiniketan. You have learned about it. C.F. Andrews told about the experience in that ashrama. Okay? Now, let us study about the poem Upagupta. Sorry. Upagupta. Study about the poem Upagupta is composed by Rabindranath Tagore. So first of all, we are going to know about the author. We are going to know about the author, Rabindranath Tagore. Rabindranath Tagore, the greatest of India's modern poets, was born in an affluent Bengali family in 1861. Tagore is the greatest poet. He was born in a rich family, rich Bengali family. Affluent means rich. Besides being a poet, he was a novelist, essayist, and dramatist. Rabindranath Tagore was not only a poet but also a novelist, essayist, and dramatist. Tagore was awarded the Nobel Prize in 1913 for his book Gitanjali. He was awarded the Nobel Prize for his book Gitanjali in 1913. He was the founder of the internationally famous institution Vishwabharati, what I told you earlier. Bharati at Shantiniketan. We have learnt it in his standard, a lesson, a day in the ashram. His poetry is profoundly and unmistakably Indian. He restates the wisdom of India in verse by mingling love, friendship, and music. Is it clear? So, have you learnt about the poet? Yes. Now, I am going to give you the introduction about the poem. What Rabindranath Tagore is going to tell you in this poem. Yes. Introduction. This poem is about the story of Buddhist monk Upagupta, a disciple of Lord Buddha, and the dancing girl of Mathura, Vasavadatta. In this poem, we are going to learn about the Buddhist monk Upagupta and a dancing girl of Mathura. Vasavadatta was a famous and beautiful dancing girl. Vasavadatta was a famous and beautiful dance girl. She was proud of her beauty youth and her wealth. She was very proud of her youth, beauty and wealth. Upagupta was an ascetic, an epitome of kindness, wisdom and selflessness. One dark night, while walking, Vasavadatta stumbles over the body of Upagupta, who was sleeping on the dusty ground. Have you understood? This is the brief introduction about the poet. Yes. Now, so open your textbook. Come to the page number 24. Yes, Upagupta. Now, here you can see the picture of Upagupta and Vasavadatta. See here. This is the picture of Upagupta and Vasavadatta. Yes. Now I ask you to enjoy the poem. Yes. Shall I read the poem? Yes. Upagupta, the disciple of Buddha, lay asleep on the dust by the city wall of Mathura. Lamps were all out, doors were all shut, and stars were all hidden by the murky sky of August. Whose feet were those tinkling with anklets, touching his breast of a sudden? He woke up startled, and the light from a woman's lamp struck his forgiving eyes. It was the dancing girl starred with jewels, wearing a pale blue mantle, drunk with the wine of her youth. She lowered her lamp and saw the young face, austerely beautiful. "Forgive me, young ascetic," said the woman. "Graciously come to my house. The dusty earth is not fit bit for you." The young ascetic answered, "Woman, go on your way. When the time is ripe, I will come to you." Suddenly the black night showed its teeth in a flash of lightning. The storm growled from the corner of the sky, and the woman trembled in fear of some unknown danger. A year has not yet passed. It was evening of a day in April, in spring season. The branches of the wayside trees were full of blossom. Gay notes of the flute came floating in the warm spring air from afar. Upagupta passed through the city gates and stood at the base of the rampart. Was that a woman lying at his feet in the shadow of the mango grove? Struck with the black pestilence, her body is spotted with the sores of smallpox. She was hurriedly driven away from the town to avoid her poisonous contagion. The ascetic sat by her side, took her head on his knees, and moistured lips with water and smeared her body with sandal balm. Who are you, merciful one? Asked the woman. The time at last has come to visit you, and I am here, replied the young ascetic. Dear children, have you enjoyed the poem? Okay. Now, we need to understand the glossary words. The words what we have seen when we come across the poem. We have to know the meaning. We have to understand the words. We have to know the meaning of the words. Glossary words. So then only you are able to understand the poem very easily. Yes. Yes. So shall I repeat? Glossary words. Gay. Means happy. So, you know the meaning of happy. Yes. Disciple. Next word. Disciple. Follower of a religious leader. Follower of a religious leader. ಶಿಷ್ಯ ಅಥವಾ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಫಾಲೋವರ್. ಡಿಸೈಪಲ್. ಸಾರಿ. Tinkling. Tinkling. Making a pleasant metallic sound. Making a pleasant metallic sound. ಮಧುರವಾಗಿರತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಜಣ ಜಣ ನಾದ. ಗೆಜ್ಜೆಯ ನಾದವನ್ನು ನಾವೇಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ? Tinkling. Making a pleasant metallic sound. Startled. Means surprised. Extremely surprised. ಅತ್ಯಾಶ್ಚರ್ಯ. Extremely surprised. Very, very happy. Extremely surprised. Forgiving. Merciful. ಕರುಣೆ ತೋರುವ, ದಯ ತೋರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು. Merciful. Forgiving. Stay. Another word. Stay. Shining like stars. Shining like stars. ನಕ್ಷತ್ರದಂತೆ ಹೊಳೆಯುವ. Shining like stars. Shining like stars. mantle. ಸಡಿಲವಾಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ನಿಲುವಂಗಿ. A loose piece of cloth. Loose piece of cloth. Drunk with the wine of her youth. Drunk with the wine of her youth. With the wine of her youth means proud of her youth and beauty. ಯೌವನ ಮತ್ತೆ ಸೌಂದರ್ಯದ ಅಹಂ. ಯೌವನ ಮತ್ತೆ ಸೌಂದರ್ಯದ ಅಹಂ ಅದನ್ನ ಡ್ರಂಕ್ ವಿತ್ ದ ವೈನ್ ಆಫ್ ಹರ್ ಯೂತ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ. ಎಸ್ ಬಿಟ್ austerely beautiful. Austerely beautiful. Reflecting the beauty of the ascetic. Reflecting the beauty of the ascetic. ಸರಳ ಮತ್ತು ಶಿಸ್ತಿನಿಂದ ಕೂಡಿದ ಸಂಯಮ ಸೌಂದರ್ಯದ ಪ್ರತಿಬಿಂಬ. ಉಪಗುಪ್ತನನ್ನು ನೋಡಿದರೆ ಅವನ ಸರಳತೆ, ಶಿಸ್ತು, ಸಂಯಮ, ಸೌಂದರ್ಯದ ಪ್ರತಿಬಿಂಬ. ಗ್ರೇಸಿಯಸ್ಲಿ kindly. Very simple word. Kind. Dayayi. Yes. Growled. Growled. A long deep sound. A long deep sound. A series of sounds. Series of sounds. ಗುಡುಗು ಮತ್ತು ಮಿಂಚಿನಿಂದ ಉಂಟಾಗ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಶಬ್ದ. A sound made by the thunder. Full of blossoms. Full of blossoms. Heavy with flowers. Heavy with flowers. Flowers. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಹೂವುಗಳಿಂದ ತುಂಬಿದ. Afar. Do you know the meaning of afar? Very simple word. Afar. Do you know the meaning? Yes, far away. Dura. Far away. Base means support. Support. Very easy word. Struck. Affected. Affected. Black pestilence. Black pestilence. Any infectious disease that spreads. Any infectious disease that spreads. Sankramika roga. Just like corona virus. You know how it spreads. How it spreads and kills the people. Contagion. Contagion. The spreading of disease by contact. By spreading of diseases by physical contact. ದೈಹಿಕ ಸಂಪರ್ಕದಿಂದ ಆಡ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ರೋಗ. ಸ್ಮಿಯರ್. Applied. Smear means smear, applied. Yes. Smear. Applied means ಹಚ್ಚುವುದು ಅಥವಾ ಸವರುವುದು ಅನ್ನೋ ಅರ್ಥವನ್ನು ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ. Rampart means a high wide wall of earth built around a castle town. ಒಂದು ಪಟ್ಟಣ ಅಥವಾ ಊರಿನ ಸುತ್ತ ಕಟ್ಟಿರತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಎತ್ತರವಾಗಿರತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಗೋಡೆ, ಅದನ್ನ ಕೋಟೆ ಅಂತಲೂ ಕೂಡ ಕರೀತಾರೆ. ಎಸ್, I think you have understood the glossary words. Once again I ask you to consult a dictionary, or you can make use of dictionary while reading the poem. Then only you will be very easily understand the poem. Now, so let us understand the poem. Let us understand the poem. I think you have enjoyed it well. Now let us understand the poem. So what you have learned in this poem? So, now I am going to ask you some simple questions. Why did Upagupta wake up started? Why did Upagupta wake up started? Answer this question. Try to answer. So whether it is right or wrong, try to answer this question. Why did Upagupta wake up started? Yes, Upagupta was sleeping on the dusty road by the city wall of Mathura. Upagupta was sleeping on the dusty road by the city wall of Mathura. So Vasavadatta stumbled over his body. Vasavadatta stumbled while she was passing there. She stumbled over his body. Yes. Yes. Upagupta was sleeping. Upagupta was sleeping on the dusty road. By the city wall of Mathura. So Vasavadatta, a dancing girl, stumbled over his body. Vasavadatta stumbled over his body. Over his body. It was a dark night. It was night and it was dark. The lamps were all out. Doors were all closed. At that time she was passing and she stumbled over his body. So Upagupta woke up, started, or surprised. Yes. Have you understood? He was touched. His heart was touched by the sound of her anklets. Sound of her anklets. So he was surprised and he woke up. Yes. Shall we move on to the next question? Yes. The dancing girl was rich. Do you agree with this opinion? How can you say dancing girl was rich? Justify your answer by quoting from the text. You can pick the lines from the poem. The which lines shows his richness. Yes. Now you can see the lines in the second stanza. Yes. Can you identify this? Can you identify the lines? The lines which say dancing girl was rich. Yes. Whose feet were those tinkling with anklets? whose feet were those tinkling with anklets? Yes. Can you identify the line in the third stanza which tells about his richness? Yes, it was the dancing girl stirred with jewels. Stirred with jewels. Yes. Vasavadatta's feet were twinkling with anklets. Vasavadatta's feet were twinkling. Twinkling with anklets. With anklets. She was stirred with jewels. She was stirred with jewels. With jewels. So you know the meaning of stay. Shining. She was shining like a star, wearing jewels. Wearing jewels. Yes. Shall I ask you another question? Why do you think the ascetic did not accept the invitation of the dancing girl? Why did the ascetic refuse to accept her invitation? Why do you think the ascetic did not accept the dancing girl? Why? Try to answer. It's very easy. Upagupta was a follower of Buddha. Yes. And then he was simple. He was simple and kind. He used to lead a simple life. He was an epitome of kindness and wisdom. Upagupta was very simple. He used to lead a very simple life. He was an epitome of kindness and wisdom. Yes. Take down it. He was the disciple of Buddha. He was the disciple of Buddha. Buddha. He used to lead a simple life. He used to lead a simple life. Simple life. He was an epitome of kindness. kindness, and wisdom. Why did Vasavadatta invite Upagupta to our house? Why did she invite him? Why did she invite him? Come on. Tell me. Yes. Upagupta was sleeping on the dusty road. She thought it was not fit bed for him. So she was moved by the sight. So she requested him to come to our house. Come to our house. Okay? So is it clear? Now move on to the next question. Take down. Yes. How is the spring season described in the poem? How is the spring season described in the poem? How does the poet Tagore describe the spring season in the poem Upagupta? Yes. Come on. Please answer. Try to answer. Can I give you a clue? You can find the answer in the sixth stanza. Yes. Yes. Come on. Yes. The branches of the trees were full of blossom. The branches of the wayside trees are full of blossom. Happy songs of flute comes floating in the warm spring air from afar. From afar. Yes, check down. The branches of the trees were full of blossom. Full of blossom. Happy songs of flute comes floating in the warm spring air Take them. Now, I ask you one more question. The time at last has come to visit you. What do you understand by this? The time at last has come to visit you. What do you understand by this? Upagupta told Shivamurthappa when she asked him to come to her house. What did he tell her? When the time comes, I will come to you. When the time comes, I will come to you. And asked her to go on her way. Come on, answer. What do you understand by this? What do you understand by this? Try to answer. Yes, Upagupta kept his promise to the dancing girl. Upagupta kept his promise to the dancing girl. What he told when she invited him to her house. Yes. Upagupta kept his promise. Upagupta kept his promise to the dancing girl. To the dancing girl. And served her. And served her. When she was in need. When she was in need. You know that she was struck with black pestilence. She was affected by the smallpox. She was thrown out from the city. And she was lying beside the city wall of Mathura. There Upagupta saw her and kept her head on his knees, smeared her body and applied the balm. Yes, we can understand all these things. By this line, the time at last has come to visit you. Now, I would like to ask you, what do you learn from this poem? What have you learned in this poem? Or what is the moral of this poem? Please come and tell me. Please tell me. Yes, we should never be proud of our youth, our wealth, our wisdom. We should never be proud of our youth, wealth, wisdom. ನಾವು ಎಂದಿಗೂ ನಮ್ಮ ಜ್ಞಾನ, ನಮ್ಮ ಸಂಪತ್ತು, ನಮ್ಮ ಸೌಂದರ್ಯದಿಂದ ಬೀಗಬಾರದು, ಅಹಮನ್ನ ತೋರಿಸಬಾರದು. ಎಸ್, our youth, our wealth, our wisdom are not permanent. ಇವತ್ತು ನೀವು ಯುವಕರಾಗಿದ್ರ, ನಾಳೆ ವಯಸ್ಸಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಮುದುಕರಾಗ್ತದೆ. ಇವತ್ತು ಸಂಪತ್ತಿರುತ್ತೆ, ನಾಳೆ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ we should never be proud of all these things because they are not permanent. Okay? Yes. Now, come to the assignment part. Assignment part. Yes. Write the summary of the poem Upagupta. Write the summary of the poem Upagupta. So read the poem once or twice and understand. If you find any difficulty to know the meaning of words, you can make use of your dictionary and then try to answer. Okay. I think you have understood the poem. Yes. Okay. Thank you.